Hey everybody, Trainer Joe here. I want to talk to you about being too picky. What I have found is the reason a lot of people don't succeed with weight loss ends up being just because they're picky. And I'm going to give you actual examples from people that have told me, Joe, I really want to lose weight. And then they say, but I have allergies. I'm like, okay, bring your allergies. I'm not going to make you eat anything that affects your allergies. But that's one thing people will say. Or they'll say, I had one lady, we were doing a group in Lawrenceburg, and she was coming from another city. She's like, I really want to lose weight, but I really don't like driving at night. Okay, get a ride. Many times this is just about, do you want to do it or not? I had one lady, she said, she was in real estate. She said, I'm just not having a really good month or quarter right now. And a friend of hers heard her saying that, and he had lost about 80 pounds with my program. And he said, are you really concerned about at the time she was going to pay less than $100 to do this program. He said, you really concerned about that? He said, I got more money back in the first week of doing this program on my reduction in my grocery bill. And he was excited about the program because a friend of his had lost a big toe due to diabetes, due to his weight problem. And he's like, really? You're not going to be able to do this for the money? And then I had a lot of people say, if I just had the right fitness program, Joe, I know I could lose weight. You can't outrun your fork. I don't care if you have the best fitness program in the world. If your relationship with food stinks, the fitness program's not going to overcome that. I had one lady, she said, Joe, I like your program, but I'm having a hard time sleeping because I need to eat something before I go to bed. We're not doing a sleep program. We're doing a weight loss program. Do you want to lose weight? Everything else in your life may not be as perfect as you would like it be while we're on this mission to lose weight. If your sleep or something else is affected a little bit while you lose your 80 pounds, sorry. What do you want to do? And most people sleep better when they do this, but it's just everything seems to have to be just right for a lot of people, or they're not going to do it. Or some people will say, I need more support. Joe, I know your support, but I would like to have somebody nicer working with me. And I just don't like this approach or this. I need nicer support. Do you know sometimes our support is sent to us by God in the form of a person, but we don't like the way it looks and we reject it. And whether it's me or somebody else, my experience is the grace of God often comes in the form of people. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's not always. There's different forms of it, but a lot of times we just don't like the way God's answering us. We want it a certain way, and we reject it. I've had a lot of people say, Joe, I do it, but I just don't like health food. I had one lady, she was 5 foot, if at all, 4'9", 5 foot. She needed to lose about 200 pounds, and she would always tell me, I was trying to help her, and she said, Joe, I really want to lose weight. I know I need to lose weight, but I'm not going to eat food I don't like, she said. And I don't like health food. I said, well, Jan, we'll pretend her name is Jan. I said, Jan, okay, just keep eating what you're eating, but eat less. I was doing anything to help her. She wouldn't eat less. A lot of times we find out all you're really giving us is an excuse because you're just not ready. Obviously, Jan wasn't used to being hungry that often from my perspective on the situation and spending time with her. I had another lady, she said, Joe, I'm embarrassed to say, she said, but on average, I eat 5 Cliff Bars a day between meals because I don't want to get hungry. A lot of people would like various foods, but they have yet to ever feel real hunger. You don't like health food? You will after a couple days of not eating. We're picky. You know why we're picky? Because our culture is indulgent. Our culture is entitled, and we feel like I should be able to have whatever I want whenever I want. I'm not saying everybody that struggles with their weight has that going on, but many do. I remember taking my kids through the McDonald's drive-thru. We had a car full of kids. They had just finished a soccer game, and they were hungry. And I was going to be the good dad, and I love to give things to my kids. I love to treat them and give them special things. But I also want them to be able to deal with things not being exactly the way they want them. So I had this teaching moment as we go through McDonald's drive-thru, and everybody's telling me what they want. I want this. Can I have that? Can I have this? I want fish. I want Big Mac. I want Arby's. Everybody's yelling out their orders, and I just decided I'm going to teach. This is a teaching moment. And the lady said, "Sir, may I help you?" And I said, "Yes." I counted the kids. There were 5. I said, "I want 5 hamburgers, 5 small fry, and 5 waters." And everybody starts complaining. "I don't like tomato. I don't want ketchup. I want this. I want that." Hey, you all just burned some calories playing soccer. And I just gave you calories. Eat the calories. This picky stuff of it needing to be a certain way, no wonder we have weight problems. This picky and entitled, as we tend to be, it needs to be just right, or I'm not interested in doing it. Imagine if we approached work that way. Well, instead of I want to lose weight, I want to work. I want a full-time paying job. But I don't want to have to drive at night, or I don't really like having a boss, or I don't like being around people, or I'm really not a fan of doing tasks or projects. That's what it sounds like, because you know what? Losing weight is your job. It's your responsibility. You're the one that's going to have to do it. So why don't we lose all of this picky stuff? You know who's good at losing weight? People that get focused. You know who gets focused? People that are dating. Suddenly, man, they're willing to do the job. They don't care if it's dark. They don't care what it costs. They don't care if they're going to be hungry. They go a week without eating. Once they're trying to catch that guy or that girl, or, you know who else is really good at this? People that are dying. The doctor said, you know what? You're going to die if you don't start losing some dang weight. You're going to die. And suddenly they come to me, Joe, I think I'm ready to lose some weight. And I'll do whatever you tell me. They're good at it. And you know who else is good at it? People that want dinero, money. Suddenly you see people, they've started working for this MLM company and they're selling a pill or a powder. And man, they're losing weight like nothing. You know what it's not? The pill or the powder. You know what it is? They're getting money to sell it. Now, pardon me, because sometimes those products are great. And all these other things are great. But there's always an excuse not to do it, because you've not decided to do it. All of these wonderful tools out there have been there. That pill or powder's been there all the time. But until you're getting paid to do it, you're not motivated enough to give it what it's going to take. So I would like to invite you to a free Healthy Living Igniter that I'm going to put on. And I'm going to help you deal with this pickiness. Join us this Thursday night, 7 o'clock at Strong Shop Fitness. We'll put the details, the link, so you can register here online. Would love to have you come to that, because your pickiness is going to keep you from ever getting it done.